Okay, so I want to return to implication. So it is correct, but I said it could be better. Okay, so let's look at lines 36 to 40, right? The body of implication. If the if condition is true, we get true. Otherwise, we get false.
Right.
Does that sound funny?
A little.
Okay, why does it sound funny?
Because, well, if it's, I mean, if it's true, then it's true. It just doesn't really sound right.
Right, so like here's a truism. If you have an if condition, sorry, if you have an if expression, and if the condition is true, we evaluate to true. If the condition is false, we evaluate to false. It's redundant. We can just remove the if and keep only the condition, right? You know what I mean?
Right. So, uh-huh.
Yep. But we can get rid of lines 37 to 40 as well as the colon at the end of 36. Yep. You can just save to delete, trust me. And then you can delete the colon as well and let's run it. Awesome.
Uh-huh. So wait, how does this logic work?
So if it's true, it's true, right?
Hmm.
If it's false, it's false, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's why it's important to have tests, right? We can make changes to our code, run the test, and like, oh, it's still working, so everything should be good, right? Uh,
Right.
it's called a refactor, where you don't change what your program is doing, but you change how it's written. You trim some stuff here and there, like what we just did. And we can refactor even more. Let's look at Friday double equals true.
Hmm.
What if Friday is true? What does true double equals true evaluate to?
Uh, what do you mean?
So let's say Friday is true, and let's look at the
Right.
parentheses on the right of or. So Friday double equals true. Let's just focus on that. Yeah, let's focus on this, what you're highlighting here. Let's say Friday is true. What does this highlighted expression evaluate to?
It evaluates the true.
Okay, what if Friday is false? What does it evaluate to?
Uh, true, true or false?
Yeah, right. If Friday is false, what does false double equals true evaluate to?
Say again?
Let's say Friday is false. What does
Right.
Friday double equals true evaluate to? Sorry, you're highlighting the wrong thing. You should be highlighting the Friday double equals true. Yeah. So if Friday is false, what does this expression evaluate to?
False, right?
False, yes. So if Friday is true, it's true. If Friday is false, it's false. Does that sound funny?
Right. It does.
Okay. Why does it sound funny?
Because it's kind of like a given,
Right. So the double equals true is not doing anything, right? So we
right?
can delete double equals true as well. We only need Friday.
You mean sunny.
No, no, no. Like Friday double equals true. We can remove double equals true. Yeah. Let's run it again. There we go.
Okay, so how
Yeah.
does this logic work? How does it evaluate for it?
Like the Friday.
Yeah.
Like if Friday is true, it's true, right?
Hmm.
If Friday is false, it's false. That's it. The double equals true isn't doing anything. We're just
So like
adding.
basically the only deciding factor is whether or not it's sunny.
Well, look at the test cases, right? Um, if line 38, true and false, that's false. So the fact that so Friday is also a deciding factor.
Friday is the deciding factor, I
No,
guess.
it's Friday is one of the deciding factors. They're both deciding factors.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, so like both Sunday and Friday are very important. Like you can't ignore one of them. You can't just delete it. It's part of your line 36, right? Oh, now the task will fail.
Uh-huh.
Okay, can we bring back the double equals false? There's yet another way to simplify this. So let's focus. I'm going to write on your screen. I don't know if you, I think you should be able to see this. Can you see what I just
Right.
wrote on your screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's focus on this. If Sunny is true, what does that evaluate to?
Well, it evaluates to false or true. Depends on Friday,
No, no, no. Let's just focus on what I wrote. Sunny double equals false.
right?
Let's just focus on that. If Sunny is true, what does that evaluate to?
If Sunny is true,
Yeah. Like, could you highlight Sunny double equals false?
right?
All right, let's just stay there. If Sunny is true, what does the highlighted expression evaluate to?
Evaluates to false, right?
Yes, exactly. Now, what happens if Sunny is false?
Evaluates to true,
Perfect. So notice how the Sunny is just getting flipped.
right?
Is there a Boolean operator that flips a Boolean?
Or like a logic gate.
Yeah,
So not.
not, right? So we can actually replace Sunny double equals false with not Sunny. Can we do that? All right, let's run it. There we go. So yeah, this is the most beautiful way of writing this. All right. Um, any questions about this? You seem unsure.
What is the logic behind we have since Sunny's getting flicked, we just have not, but there's no operator on Friday. What's happening with Friday?
It just is. So let me give an example. Let's say we have A or B.
Right.
Um, so that you're asking me like what's happening to B?
Hmm.
I mean, it just is, right? If B is true, the whole thing is true. If B is false, then we have to look at A.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so like we're using Friday, but we're not doing anything more than that. We're not saying it's not, we're not saying it's doing something, it just is, right?
Okay, so it depends on the input then.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Uh,
fair.
wait, you're into mathematics, right? I guess I can get into what implication actually means. So, I don't, do you learn logic in school?
What do you mean?
Logic, like,
Like modal logic?
for example, yeah, like
No,
propositional. No, okay,
no.
okay. So I explain a little bit of what's happening. So implication. What this is saying? Implication is like, okay, sorry, like let me write this down. Implication of A and B means if A is true, then B is true. Okay, so another syntax you might see this is actually this. This arrow syntax is actually more common. Uh, I'm not sure if you've seen this before.
Right.
If you go to like college level mathematics courses, you will see this a lot, like A implies B.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this what you wrote. So in mathematics, A
I see it
implies
in
B
like
is
late
equivalent
exercise.
to not A. Sorry, I'm writing this down. So in mathematics, A implies B is equivalent to not A or B.
Uh-huh.
They're one and the same. They're same because we know from the truth table. Uh, so what this means is we can convert implication into like the simple logic that we know so far, with not and or.
Right.
Yeah. So what does implication mean? So one way of understanding implication is through the not and or. Another way of understanding it is, um, let me give you a different example. If it if it's raining, I carry an umbrella. Okay.
Right.
So A equals it is raining, and B equals I carry umbrella. Okay. So let's say I am not carrying an umbrella. Did I lie?
If it's raining, then
I'm not saying if it's raining or not. I'm just saying I'm not carrying an umbrella. Can we say for sure I'm lying?
no,
Why not?
because well, you could just be outside without an umbrella.
And it's not raining, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. So if it's not raining and I'm not carrying an umbrella, I'm not lying. That explains line 40. False, false is true. Okay. Let's say um it's not raining and I'm not carrying an umbrella. Am I lying?
No,
Why am I not lying?
because it's not rain.
Yeah. So that explains line 41. If it's not raining, wait a minute. Sorry, I think I flipped it just now. I think I was talking about line 41 just now. Now I'm talking about line 40. So false, false is true. But notice, whenever it's raining is false, the result is always true. You see that?
Right.
Because if it's not raining, it doesn't matter what I say, right?
Aha.
Okay, now, if it's raining and I'm carrying an umbrella, did I lie?
No.
I kept my word, right? It's raining. I am carrying an umbrella. So line 39, true, true is true. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, let's say it's raining and I'm not carrying an umbrella. Did I lie?
Yes.
I lied. So that's why line 38, true, false is false.
Makes
Impli
sense.
Yeah, so the only way the result is false, the only way that I'm lying is when A is true, but B is false. So this is the explanation of what implication actually means. It's not about causality. So like if it rains, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm carrying an umbrella. Uh, it's just it's just a mathematical statement. Like I'm stating something which could be true or false. Okay.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna clear the whiteboard now. All right, let's move on from this. By the way, you can forget everything I just mentioned, unless you are going, if you're studying further mathematics in college.
Oh, I'm studying it in high school.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. You'll see that a lot more though if you continue in college. All right, I'm gonna give you your next problem. Okay, you're making pretty good progress. Let's see. Let's just this. Um, should I? Yeah, I think I should. Have I? I'm gonna type something in Zoom chat. Let me know if you've seen this before. All right. Can you copy that and paste into your web editor?
What is this like visuals?
Sorry, what?
Is this like visuals?
Oh. Oh, wait, I typoed what? Oh, no, sorry. The red, it needs a closing double quote. Sorry. I don't know why my double quote's not double quoting. Just after the D. Sorry, my bad. There we
Uh-huh.
go. Have you seen this before?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, this is just the radius and like,
Yeah. Can we try other colors as well? Other than red, what other colors are there? Nice. How about solid? What can we change solid to?
oh, outline. Okay.
Outline. Oh, okay. You found out from the message. Nice. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But let's say we want to find out all possible colors. How do we find out?
Trial and error.
Uh, that's one way, but that's another way.
The library.
Uh, what about the library?
Will it not state what color, how many colors there are, or
So
like what colors?
specifically, the library documentation, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I just shared you the link on Zoom chat. If you could open it up.
Um,
So the next problem I'm going to give you has to do with, oh, you could also type it into, sorry, you could also copy it. Okay, okay. You found it. So you want to go to images, which is, I believe you have to scroll down a bit. You can go back to libraries, built-in on libraries. To the left, the
oh, it has
index is,
sets.
yep. That's pretty standard in programming languages. That's, yeah, so here you can find your colors. Oh,
Navajo white.
that looks like peach to me. I don't know. But yeah, so many colors. Um, anyway, yeah, so I want to give you a tour of the image library, actually. I'm not so much concerned about the colors. Can we go to the image libraries? Okay, so I'm going to give you a tour of this page because you're going to need it for the problem. Can you scroll on the left-hand side? So on the gray area. So this is the index. This is the high-level overview of this page. And you can click on stuff. So for data types, you only need to know image. Can you click on basic images? Um, yeah. Yeah, so we got circle. You can get very far in life with just circle, but it's nice to know that there are other things here as well. We have ellipse and line. Can we scroll down the left-hand side again in the gray area? So we can see that the fill mode for data types for drawing basic images, we have this fill mode, we have text. For our purposes, we won't be needing text, but just know that you can also draw text. Can you keep scrolling on the gray area? Scroll down a bit more. Okay, let's pause on polygons. So if you want to draw something that's not a circle, if you want to have some edges, you can also draw polygons like triangle, square, rectangle. Some nice things in there. Let's keep scrolling down. And let's pause on overlay images. Yeah, right there. So overlay, let's click on overlay. So
Yes.
the same way we can do arithmetic with number strings and booleans, we can do arithmetic with images. So we can add images
Mhm.
together. There are many ways to add images together. One way is to just slap one on top of the other, overlay, such that one is covering the other. Overlay is a very basic one. With more granular control, for example, overlay align, you can specify where you want the overlaying to happen. If you want even more granular control, you can go to overlay XY. So for our purposes, you won't be needing this, but it's good to know that you can do this. If you want to really specify where that top image goes, you can really be specific about it. Can we keep scrolling down in the gray area? That's one important thing I need to show you for our next problem. So there are many ways to combine this place image. We can also modify an image. We can rotate it. We can flip it. We can crop it. We can ignore bitmaps and pinholes. Let's click on image properties. That's important.
Uh,
Yeah. So you can get the width and height of image. Okay, so what I'm about to say is very important, okay? So listen carefully. An image is really just a rectangle. Like you have images in your computer, right?
right.
When you open the image, like you could take a picture of a dog, of a face, of a circle, like you can have a picture of anything, but when you open it in your computer, it's a rectangle, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. An image is a rectangle of pixels. That's all an image is. So it makes sense to get the width and height of this rectangle of pixels. Can you look at the image width example, specifically for the circle? Do you see the image width circle? Sorry, one up. That's image width. Yeah, do you see that? So, a cir notice how the image width of the circle is 60. Why is it 60?
Because this is the radius.
Okay, so radius times 2 is diameter, right? The diameter is equivalent to the span of the image, which is its width and height. So we get 60. Okay, good. All right, I think you have all you need to know. You will be needing this page, so keep it open. But I'm going to give you your next problem now. Just pulling it up. All right, I've just pasted in your problem onto your screen. Should be able to see it now.
Data types point. What is this? Uh-huh. Find the function image area, which counts the number of pixels. Get an image. Uh-huh. Can I multiply these operators? So width times height.
You can comp so the result's a number, right? Can we multiply numbers?
Yes.
So the answer is yes. You can multiply numbers. Yeah, so like the multiplication, it doesn't see that it's a image width or height. It's just gonna be like, oh, I need a number. Can you give me a number? Okay, great, I got my number. Let's multiply. So yeah, the answer is yes. Yeah.
So I can just do like this asterisk this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I do want you to write the test first, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, keep it a truism for now that I always want you to write tests first before the body. Careful, you're calling image width there. You want to be testing your function. I like how you stole their example, which you can.
Wait, this would have to be pi r squared.
Is it?
Um,
Is it pi r squared?
well, it's a circle, is it not?
Well, okay. Now pretend instead of a circle, you have a picture of my face. Would you be using a mathematical formula to calculate the area of my face?
No, it's probably use like calculus or something.
No, no,
Um,
but my point is you wouldn't be calculating the area of my face. You want to be calculating the area of the entire image which contains my face.
aha.
You get the distinction?
Right. So it's just like the background include just the rectangle.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, you're also counting the area of the background. Remember, an image, all it is a rectangle of pixels. That's all it is.
Is it
So
900? Yeah, it is.
why do you get 900? How did you arrive at that?
Am I tweaking? Oh, I might actually be tweaking. 30 times 30, no?
30? So the width and height of this image containing the circle is 30?
Well, how would I know the width and the height?
Oh, you can take it for granted the image is just big enough to contain the shape. So it's just big enough to contain a circle. So the width and height of
What?
the image is essentially the width and height of the circle.
Yeah, so,
So the width and height of the circle is 30.
oh no, it's 1200, right?
How did you get 1200?
Well, if this is the radius, that means the diameter is 60. So
Okay.
that's the width and the height.
So you're saying 60 times 60 is 1200?
Is it? I might just be tweaking.
You could also just write 60 times 60
Oh
if you
no,
don't feel like
what am I? I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
it's okay. It's nighttime for you, right?
Well, it's 7 p.m., but like
Okay.
I barely got any sleep.
Okay. All right,
Let
let's have
me.
one more test. And
Right, okay.
use something that isn't a circle this time. Try another shape.
But I guess I'll steal another example. This one is 1200, I think. I have to double check now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, those are our tests.
Excellent. Now let's move on to the body.
Okay. Um, image heights. Right. I have. Yeah, okay. That's two. Would it just be S2 because like these properties would still be here? So this parameter is everything stored inside of the parentheses.
Uh-huh. Yep. It takes on the argument, yeah. So circle 30 solid rate is the argument, and the parameter takes on the argument.
Okay, good to know.
Uh,
Let's check. Unbound.
typo.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
All good.
Congrats. Very nice. All right. Okay, this Zoom session is gonna expire in 10 minutes. I'm gonna give you next problem, but I'm gonna give you a new Zoom link. So I'll send you a new Zoom link on Gmail and I'll see you in a minute, okay?
Okie doke.
Okay. Okay. All right. Pasting it in.
Okay, what's the next problem?
Yep. Okay, good luck.
Okay. Whoa.
What the?
I think I may have
Uh, just zoom in a few times again for people on YouTube and my eyeballs. Okay, thank you.
zooms an image and produces tall if the image is tall and wide. Uh-huh. Just for reference, this is height and this is width, right?
Um, I'm not sure. You
Or
gotta check
the
the documentation. So, do you remember where in the documentation is talking about polygons?
this is height, the
Okay.
second element segment. Okay, rectangle. I will copy this again. Is all. Does, does the output have to be a string? It should, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But uh-huh. So if we take the circle, which has become a square, this kind of okay. Is it a square? Not really, but you know what? Okay, I think these are my tests.
Um, so ideally you want to cover all behaviors of the function. Is there a behavior you're not
Fair
covering here?
enough.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Okay. Uh-huh. So can I just like say this?
Yeah, but you need a colon right after the closing parentheses. Yeah. Wait, have I done if expressions with you? Is this your...
This is intuitive.
Okay, you figured it out. Yeah, that's exactly it. And then you can add more branches by writing else if. So yeah,
Oh,
you have to write two words. Yeah, two words. Got a space in between the else
I,
and if. Yeah, perfect.
okay.
Okay,
Else
you
if.
so else if it needs a condition, just like if.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Oh,
where?
the if needs an n, end. So after line 59, just hit new line and end. So the same way we have to write n for functions. We can write n for if. Great.
Where is used, but
There's a
not
typo.
previously.
Nice. Great. Okay, oh, that was fast. That was really fast. All right, I will now. Okay, I'm going to give you a next set of questions, but like these questions are interconnected. So be sure to save your problem, okay?
Mhm. Is there any way to optimize this? Because I feel like this is quite a lot for what it is.
Or like, um, don't worry about optimization yet. One thing you could do is you could save image height and image width to a variable.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's like the only clear thing I could see. I'm not even sure what's the performance characteristics of image height and image width. But yeah, like I wouldn't worry about optimization. That's like a whole different topic. Anyway, okay, I'm going to give you the next problem now. This one is pretty simple, and it's going to lead us up to more difficult questions. So we just did algebra with images. We're going back to strings now.
Ring join. Pursues two strings and times length. I think that's the only test we can really do. Um,
What's the green dash underlines underneath?
what do you mean?
Do you not see the green underlines?
Oh, and here.
Wait, does it? Are there green underlines under all your strings?
Yeah,
Dude, it just occurred to me. What the heck? Was it there the whole time?
it was.
Okay, all right. Anyway, there's definitely more than one test you could do. Uh,
It's too
so
strange.
so I know what you're thinking, like, oh, we got two strings, right? But like, what if one of them is empty?
Mm,
So
good
always
point.
test the empty case. Always.
Good point. Oh my God. So it would be two spaces.
Oh, wait, have you been using spaces? So you got to append them with an underscore. I don't know if you can
Ah,
see it in my text, but it's actually an underscore that connects them. Yeah.
and you can't even really see the underscore.
Which is what I was talking about, the underlines. Yeah. There we go. But would we have an empty space after the underscore there? Like, is it actually space?
No.
Okay. All right. So we could also swap, right? We can have the first string be empty. So we're like covering all the cases here. Is there one more interesting case?
Both.
Okay, let's do it. Cool. Okay, let's deal with the body now.
Okay. Consumes two strings. Hmm. Would I just do S3 plus S4?
You can try.
Okay, that I don't like the sound of it.
That's a perfectly okay sound. And yeah, that's the one we got here. Oh, typo.
String join. Oh,
I would personally actually I prefer a hyphen. Right?
why?
It's consistent with everything else. Else is also using a hyphen for space, and it just looks cleaner.
Hmm.
Ah, so how do we fix this?
S3 plus.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
okay.
Nice.
I forgot about this condition.
Cool, cool. All right. That was very fast. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna run out of problems, man. All right. I'm gonna give you the next problem now. This has historically been much more challenging.
No. Okay. I gotta lock in. String insert, which consumes a string str, so number I, at the ith position. So, hmm, I have to use an index. Right. This is a function, right? That's hmm, a, a 0, 1, 2.
Okay. There's one thing I want to talk about, which is the idea of increasing complexity in task cases. In the future now, I'd like you to have the habit of always asking yourself, what's the simplest test case I could make? So right here, what's the simplest test case you could make?
Empty.
Empty. Okay, let's start with that.
Wouldn't do anything, would it?
Is the second argument meant to be a string?
No.
Okay, what is it?
A space.
A space? Something gotta be there. It's an argument. When you make an argument, you gotta say something, you know?
Shit, okay, so let's do 0. That means
Yeah,
I could
zero.
just
I
do
mean,
this.
can it be anything other than a zero?
Um, no, that doesn't work here. I don't know, it could be 1.
Can it be one? Read the question carefully. What's the constraints of I?
Between 0 and the length of a get. So, I mean, it just has to be 0.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I wanted you to figure out. Okay, so what's the next simplest test case?
Yeah, I didn't know. Um, well, it could just be, it could have like one letter.
Nice, okay,
Let's call it U.
cool.
And if I were to say 0, it would be like, it would be underscore U, right?
Okay, and what's the next simplest test case?
Um, be like two letters, I guess.
So that's a test case simpler than that. It's a test case simpler than two letters.
I know what you mean.
Ah, okay. Okay. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with this. But yeah, I like how you're using a different letter as well. Yeah. So I would consider like the first three ones to be like the simplest. Anything above that is like for kicks. I think having one where underscores in the middle of characters is also nice, so A1's nice. There are other test cases I could think up of as well. For example, what if the string already has an underscore in it? Just for example, but it's okay, you don't have to do that. Let's do it. Let's do a string insert.
How would I do a string insert? Well, I have to index the number somehow,
Okay, it's a good start.
but uh could I do four? Is four, does four work here? Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna pause you and I'm gonna let you do not need to use for. Okay, that's like very Python.
Yes.
That's I would like you to try another way.
Mm, Well, obviously, I know have to get the length of the string. I forgot the operator for that, which is great.
Okay, how do we find out? Excellent. I
Two
like how you went straight to the dictionary. Very nice.
general purpose libraries, strings, length. That's five. Okay, that's the string length. How do I tell it to insert an underscore? It has to be split, maybe. Hmm. Interesting.
So what are you thinking?
Okay, what did I do here genuinely?
I was waiting when you noticed that. Oh, careful, you double insert it. Okay, so there's a function in the string library that will help you.
Oh,
Oh wow, that was fast. Okay.
I had a feeling.
Dude, I feel like you just scrolled randomly and you just landed right on the answer.
01. What is what is the first number?
So read the description. What does it say?
String to find.
Not the one above it. Yeah, that's the
Start
description,
index.
yeah. Start index. And what does start index mean? So read the description below.
returns a new string created from a character. The strings from string index ending at end index. Or use an exception to start index, create your index string. Or if index is less than zero, return a string. Well, this is like the index. So from my understanding, um, these values will be the same in my case
Maybe.
because at the ith position, yeah, I can just say
Okay.
I. Okay, let's try this. It's five, I. Uh-huh. Ring replace. Right. No, wait a second. Wait, this has to be zero, doesn't it?
Okay. All right. I need to pause here. We start wrapping up. So you're welcome to work on this at your own time, and we can pick it back up next time. Um, all right. I want to ask you, so for your thesis, right? Do you have to do any like processing of like spreadsheet processing? Like you're given a spreadsheet of data and you gotta process that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have numbers, yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'm just thinking about how I wanna. So like what we're doing now is sort of just to get you warmed up. Like all of this isn't truly programming. Yeah, I'm just getting you comfortable like typing things into a
That's
program and
correct,
running
yeah.
it. But I want to start going to stuff that will actually help you with your task next. And so the next thing we'll cover is tabular processing, how to process tables of data. Oh wow, you have
Is- Okay, so what the hell am I doing? That has to work.
you can run it
Because
again.
it kind of splits. Yeah.
Holy crap, man, you are really fast. Dude, you did all that as I was like talking to you as well. You're like, yeah. I'll do some the processing of data as you're solving it. Oh, congrats. You could also use string join, but what you did is also fine. Yeah, okay. We'll pick this back up next time. Good work today, Kiril. Dude, you are
Yeah,
very
thanks.
fast. Holy crap. This was fast. Okay, I'll catch you next time. Bye now.
Likewise, goodbye.